go from Wisconsin. Marvin Mims now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former first-rounder out of both Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
Bo Nix entered this league as a grown-up. 61 college starts will do that for you. A ton of college experience. And Bo Nix is a facilitator. When he is at his best, that ball is in and out of his hands in an absolute hurry. If he were a point guard on a basketball team, he'd want to go up and down the court and get it out of his hands as quickly as he can. He's accurate, he's tough, he's experienced, and he's poised for this challenge of the NFL.
Pointing out route complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
First down, ball at the 36. Mims with the grab. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
These aren't the plays that will lead highlight reels, but they're the ones that win you ball games. What a nice gain by the back. And now his offense can go in any number of directions on 1st and 10.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Another run for Williams. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
You know, okay, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Here's 2nd and 5. Completed over the middle. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You train a little bit of speed, sure. You sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Cortland Sutton, the man he was after. And now it's 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered kid on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Nix. Finds him over the middle. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. Picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Nix off the play action. Into traffic, complete. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win. There aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. They'll throw again, Nix. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Dude, I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends. But when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos finish up an excellent opening series. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
Lots there to tack on the extra point. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. It's Keyshawn Nixon with the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. So the Packers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the Utah State product and former first-rounder back in 2020, Jordan Love.
It took Jordan Love a little while for him to get his chance to start in the NFL. He had to watch Aaron Rodgers for a number of years, but guess what? Aaron had to watch Brett, and it paid huge dividends. And it sure looks like Jordan Love, to start his career, is doing the same. He didn't just watch Aaron Rodgers. He worked on his game. He developed his game over 3 years. And when he got his chance, he sure looked like a young star at the position.
Slot man motioned over. Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Second down now, 7 to go. Here's Love. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. P.J. Locke getting there for the stop.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Love on 3rd and short. Almost an opening drive interception, but that winds up on the ground, incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
So 4th down, here comes Daniel Whelan to send it flying for the Packers. And the sunlight's not a problem for him. He looks up and makes the fair catch. So no return on that punt. And the Broncos are going to take over with a lot of field ahead of them. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So it'll be 2nd down. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. That was Kenny Clark on the tackle. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get games like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Nix on third down. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Give him 8 yards on the play. And the Broncos will have a first down. So that connection for first will bring us to the end of the first. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Up the gut they go with Williams. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
His goal is pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. They stay on the ground with Williams. He didn't get anything on that run, so struggles on the ground, leaving them with 3rd and long.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
I wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Nix from the gun. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
Hey, let's get those next-gen stats out here, Kate. See just how far he had to run between the snap of the football and when he finally got the throw. Did a beautiful job of settling down into zone coverage, even though it took him a whole lot of distance to get there.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Nix looking to throw. Completed to Sutton. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Ball at the 33 for first down. Play action with Nix. It's a Denver touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos double their lead to 14. Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Jaden Reed to return this. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Green Bay offense returning to the field for their second possession. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14. they'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First down, and they go right back to him. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Sent down by Cody Barton. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Brandon Jones up for the stop.
You know, Kay, one of the reasons it's so hard to run the ball in the NFL is to move grown men off their spot against their will. You get a run play like that, you've done your job. You've moved them against their will, and you've set yourself up for some later success.
Now a toss. This is Jacobs. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Again, Daniel Whelan heading out for another punt. The Broncos have Marvin Mims deep to return. Got 49 on his first punt. This one looks even longer. And that's going to pin them as deep as it can go. They're going to be set up inside their own 5-yard line. The Broncos are ready to go. And we'll get a look at receiver Marvin Mims. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Here's Williams to start the drive. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
As an offense in these situations, Kate, you could feel your own goal line, and you're not going to risk putting the ball in the air. So that means you're going to run it, and you're going to buy whatever breathing room you can.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Give to Williams from the gun. And they're able to drag him down as he reaches the 15-yard line. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that'll be good for a Denver first. We're to the 2-minute warning from Lambeau. The Broncos got a long way to go and a short time to get there. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Now Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Did this defense ever need that or what? Just a step in some kind of right direction. Hopefully now they can build on that sack and claw their way back from this pretty slow start.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Straight ahead with Williams. And they had that one contained right at the line. Devontae Wyatt finishing that play off. Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd. On the handoff, this is Williams. And he has it up to the 9-yard line before going down. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it second. As they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And he's in a real tough spot for his first kick. And he drives it towards the other end of the field. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And it'll be good field position for them as they take over right at midfield. A nice starting spot for the Packers this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Love from the gun. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Shotgun now for Love. To the sideline and intercepted. No, it's incomplete. He had the pick. Just couldn't hang on, though. And this drive lives on as he 3rd down.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Throwing his Love on 3rd. Flushed out of the pocket. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
The Packers trying to hurry to the line. Thrown on 1st down, Love. He's on the move. Now here he goes again. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a 1st down was just a runaway. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This, 42 yards from the right hash. And the kick by Folk is good. And that'll get him back to 11.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. One last play before the break. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he doesn't get much there on what turns out to be the final play of the half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. First, time for our EA Sports halftime reports. These two teams heading out of the tunnel. We're ready to get back to it. For the call of the second half, here is the great Kate T. Scott. Kate?
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Nixon now to return it. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Here's the Packer offense, headed out to start the third quarter. And some opening drive points would be invaluable, Bronc, trailing by 2 scores as they leave that locker room. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Play fake, it's Love. That'll be complete to Jacob. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Taken in by Luke Musgrave. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Don't try forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. Pat Surtain has it. He got in front of that one for the pick. Looked like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of it. If you stare down your receivers in this league, turnovers follow.
The Broncos running their offense out once again. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Nix now to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They'll get 18 yards there. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
He did such a good job, and not just hitting him in a window on that slant, in the right window, but hitting him right in time, right in a spot where he had room to run and add on to that catch.
Williams now on 1st and 10. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
They motion a receiver left. Going to the ground again on 1st. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. It's also Williams headed right. And he's brought down for a loss.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. And he must have overlooked the linebacker there because he was right in the way to swat it away and bring out the incompletion. Well, no luck on his first look of the game. And that brings up 4th and long.
That's a nice job there by the linebacker. He kind of looks like a cornerback on that, doesn't he? Perhaps those cover guys are going to have a little fun with him in practice this week because he looked like a DB right there, swatting the incompletion.
Bertolet able to knock it through. And that extends their lead to 14.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here. But they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, well, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. On the return, here comes Reed. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Green Bay offense about to get started once more. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. They've got first down from the 31. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Alex Singleton makes the tackle. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's what I call a rhythm starter right there. Man, offenses love execution and plays like that on first down, Kate, because now that playbook is wide open. All options on the table for 2nd down.
From the 37. That's caught, Tucker Kraft. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Love out of the shotgun. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
It's pretty impressive, isn't it? They built this type of lead for themselves because that's actually, Kate, their first sack of the game. And that's why smart front offices and complete teams build a well-rounded roster. That way, if a core component like the pass rush today isn't there, well, the other areas of the team pick each other up.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Handoff here to Jacobs. And defenders are there to get him at the line. In on the tackle is Jonathan Cooper. Just getting back to the line, and now they have to figure out a 3rd and 13.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
3rd and long. Here's Love. Finds his man. It's Kraft. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
I got to be honest, it hurts a little extra when it comes on 3rd down, but it really doesn't matter what down it is. If a completed pass is stopped at the line of scrimmage offensively, that's a failure. Defensively, that's a success.
The Packers send out their punting unit. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And this looks like it got just inside the 20 as it flew out, and indeed it did. They're putting the ball at the 19-yard line. The Broncos and quarterback Bo Nix gearing up for their next series. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
They've got a man in motion. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that means third down coming up.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Throwing on third and long. And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, we got a first down here. And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give them that first down. So the drive continues after that pass interference call. We've got first and 10. They'll run here following the penalty. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
New set of downs for him from the 46. On first and 10, here's Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. So we're through 3 here. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Trying again, following the set. Finds Mims. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
They're going to throw it on third and long. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Punt team on the field. And this will be his second effort of the contest. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks him inside their own 10. Now here comes the Green Bay offense. Well, their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. Offense ready to begin this drive, first and 10. A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And they bring him down here at about the 13-yard line.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Back to pass on second and short. Ooh, not much time to adjust, but he catches it still off the tip. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Well, that short pass gets tipped, and you again don't have much time to react to the catch. But he brings it in anyway to save the completion.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On first and 10, here's Love. Finds his man over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be first down, Packers.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
That's into the hands of Downs. And this goes across midfield and into Broncos territory. Working quickly here. Loves to throw again. Completes this one to Kraft. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Well, they got him down before he could do any more damage in terms of yards. And that's no easy job, mind you, tackling a big tight end. But the main damage had already been done. He kept this drive going by getting beyond the line of game.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a pickup of 26. And it'll be first down, Packers.
That was a whole lot of hoofing it all the way across the field before the two tight end and QB could find a window in that zone to get him the ball. He had to earn that catch in every single yard that came with it.
Has it in close. It's a Green Bay touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Brandon McManus on for the PAT. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos offense all set to go. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to one score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. First and 10 now from the 30. Handoff goes to Williams, running right. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Broncos leading by 7. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's an option play to the left. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. The defense is calling time. 1:55 to go. Third down, 1 yard to go. Running for the marker with Williams. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. And right away we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go. Out now comes the punter. Riley Dixon, the one to kick it away. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And the Packers are going to have a long football field ahead of them on this drive. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Throwing the out route complete. We'll head out of bounds after a small gain.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Back to throw. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. To throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Going left side, Williams with it. Has a big hole left. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it, and that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal. Williams is across the line for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Broncos double their lead to 14. Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. On the return, here comes Reed. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Packers all set to get back out there. Their failure on 4th down was answered by a touchdown, so they're really going to need to rebuild some momentum as they take the field once again. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Love from the gun. Taken in by Dobbs. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. The Packers trying to hurry to the line. 1st down throw. Here's Love. That's reeled in by Jaden Reed. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
Down 2 scores, no timeouts remaining, long odds ahead of him. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Love. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Pass was thrown for Christian Watson, and it sets up 2nd down.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
A 2nd down throw here for Love. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Pat Surtain has it. And the Broncos get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Denver set to take the field on offense. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays that followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Broncos to a knee and let the clock run out on this win.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. So the Broncos ride out of here with a win on the road. And this is a game that proves every Pee Wee and Pop Warner and high school coach across the country correct, Brock. Teams who make fewer mistakes and turnovers gonna win a lot of football games. They kept the football, they forced a couple of turnovers, and that was a big part of the difference in this one. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Green Bay.